Cats in the background, cats in the background, cats in the background. Okay, listen. It's been difficult to post on this channel because anytime I try to talk about my perspective and whatever I want, there's always some like non-duality obsessed know-it-all that like binges non-duality videos ready to say something. Let's get one thing straight. This is like my personal diary. This is not like a debate channel where I'm trying to debate you guys. I don't give a I don't give a shit about debating anybody. I just say what I want to say, okay? I had somebody say like, yeah, is it not like, am I not allowed to challenge you and stuff? I'm like, no, not on my page. Like on my page, no, you're not. It'd be different if I was asking for you to challenge me, but I'm not fucking doing that. Nowhere did I do that. Nowhere did I ask anybody for their opinion, and like that could sound mean or whatever, but this is my channel where my opinion is. Like you could go put your opinion somewhere else, okay? Like this is my channel. It's like a personal diary, and if you don't get it or you feel a certain way, go make your own. Go make your own channel. It is free. Use the same phone that you're using to put your opinion on my channel on your channel. Yes, it's very free, very easy. You can do it. Go do that, okay? Whatever. But yeah, I don't really know. Some people get weird. They're like, you don't accept all opinions. You don't. No, I don't. This is my fucking channel. I talk about whatever the fuck I want to here. And then there's other people that like kind of come on and they're like, well, you seeing things this way is really dualistic, but it's so funny, haha, it's like dualistic for me to judge you for like being dualistic. So like, isn't it just a big, you are also, I need this hoodie like bigger. Wait. You guys are also very like annoying, and to listen to your thought process in the comments, I don't know what the goal is. It's just annoying. I need water. I ate public sushi and it was just a huge fucking mistake. Don't get sushi from Publix. Don't do it. It's like an aftertaste. But yeah, it's just been difficult to post on this channel because there's a lot of that, and I think it's also, I don't know, like it's just weird. And the thing is, I think I have different opinions now on like non-duality YouTube and kind of the sphere of like the Theo Ariana era of like nothingness, and what I think of non-duality, the way I understand it. And they're two completely different fucking things. Like, oh my god, that sushi's so gross. It's like this aftertaste of just, it's bad, okay? But yeah, it's like, it's hard because non-duality YouTube's how I started on this channel, and it sucks because I got to like express myself and be myself here, and express my thoughts, but it was all grown, you know, through these people that like want to escape for the most part. So like, it's like bittersweet because I fucking love this channel. I love being able to just say what I want to say. It's like a personal diary, and it's so freeing, but at the same time it's like, having to break it down for a zillion people a zillion times is so annoying. It's annoying, it's exhausting. And I know some people are gonna be like, don't pay attention to it then. It's hard because that's what the whole channel is like. That's the fan base of the whole channel, is like non-dual escapist beta male cucks. It's difficult. It's difficult. So whatever. But I'm cringed out by non-duality YouTube. You guys kind of know that. Like if you're here, you know that for the most part. You should, unless you're new, but hi, it cringes me the fuck out. And not in the sense where I'm talking about like Rupert or like old non-duality teachers or things like that. It's less that, and it's more of that emptiness teaching. You know, I see non-duality as fullness. I know people are like, empty fullness, my biggest, even with bigger teachers, my biggest like pitfall with people teaching this emptiness, nobody, nothing teaching is that there's nobody around to know or verify that or say that that's true, or to have witnessed that and say that that's a real experience that they're having. Because even whenever you feel the seamlessness, the oneness of a non-dual awakening, or not two, oneness, you're still experiencing contrast, and you're still experiencing illusion. Whether you're still experiencing all of that. You're not your personal perspective hasn't turned into like some ultimate perspective, and it doesn't stay that way. If you experience something that feels like oneness, you come in and out of oneness, separation, all this stuff. It's a fluid thing. I'm just like, that's because you're a glimpser. If somebody sold you, I don't give a fuck if it's Jesus Christ that sold you that. No human with an identity experiencing the game of identity, which is all of us, motherfucker. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's all of us. Stays in that like oneness, like samadhi, blissed out state all the time. You're here to play the game of identifying. Yes, the fuck we are. Yes, we are. People don't like that. That's the truth. And I think it's so funny to watch a group of people, kind of me referring to Non-Duality YouTube, or at least this like neo whatever. It's almost like false to me. It's not what non-duality is about, because if there's nobody around to know nobody's really there, nothing's happening, and there's nobody that's gonna grasp that. There's really nobody that's gonna grasp that. It's very pointless. The whole thing is that it does nothing to know that. It's nothing really happens, nothing really changes, nothing. But it's spoken in a way like something is happening, and there's somewhere to get, and like you need to realize that awakening is realizing nobody, nothing, no thing, having this glazed emptiness to your presence. Your presence is empty. You're like empty, and it's such an empty teaching when really you don't know shit about empty. That's why it's a little unnerving. That's why it's a little weird to watch certain teachers. That's why it feels like a Black Mirror episode when you're watching certain non-duality videos. That's why something feels a little off, because it probably fucking is. It probably is. You're not separate ever. It's an illusion to think that you're separated from the illusion at any point. It's an illusion to think that just because you see through the illusion or something like that, that you aren't a part of it wholly, that your identity and the perspective that you're experiencing currently isn't the same as everything that you've witnessed. Like you are, it's so you can only really know fullness. You can only really know fullness. You don't know anything about empty. You don't know anything about transcending transcending your identity. And that's what all this non-duality stuff comes to, is like a lot of people come asking questions as like seekers, and it's so romanticized, and it's they're taking fucking money from you, because it's not like that all the time. I have a video maybe I'll get into in this one, I'm not sure, but I got stuff to say. You know, it's not like that all the time, and what you're looking for, in the way that you're looking for it, is you're trying to dismiss your experience as a separate self, which is how you experience reality, which is all that you currently know. So you're trying to go the opposite way, and enlightenment is just existence. Everything is kind of enlightenment in a way. It's allowing everything. And people will try to dismiss and cut off their identity, and you kind of work in a way that enlightenment doesn't work, because enlightenment is embracing all that is. It's not a running away from all that is, or emptying yourself out, and it's not a nothing. If anything, I see it more as it's not that you transcend your identity at all. It's that your identity and how you know it and how you see what you are expands. It's expansive, and you know yourself not as nothing, not as no one, but as everything, and not as empty, but as the fullness and I don't know. I think that's like the beauty of it. Like, I still think non-duality is beautiful in that way. And I think this emptiness message is just a setup for it's a setup for people to go nuts, you know. It's a setup for people to go nuts, waste a lot of money, you know. It's a setup for all that, and some people really believe it. I don't think people are out to be rude about it or like scammy about it. Some people, and I think some people have different intentions or whatever. Like, some people are fully aware. But yeah, this is, I just wouldn't understand why somebody would want to dismiss everything as just an illusion or just a story, just a narrative, just a illusory this and illusory. That's you. You're the story. you're the story. So to dismiss it, you're dismissing the only thing that's full about anything. The only fullness, the only thing that can have meaning is like sourced from your perspective. There's no inherent meaning, no. I mean, not that anyone that you can like pinpoint to or verify where everybody has to follow it, no. But as meaning and fullness and love and joy and wanting, all those things mean something and have value based off of your own perspective. And that's the fun of life, dude. That is the fun of life, you know. And I don't understand why anybody would want to transcend. I understand that people would want to like not suffer, but it comes from a belief that they can't experience a life that they want from their own perspective, that they'll only experience these things as an awakened being, or if they fall away, they think that's the way they have to go, and that's ultimate truth, and that's the path, and that's the whatever. Really, look at how cute. Really, what everybody wants is everybody just wants to be happy, and everybody wants to feel good. And there's a lot of people that come on here on my channel and they're very obsessed with suffering. Like, you have to, and suffering means you're on your way to awakening. Suffering means and you have to do it. Fuck you. No, fuck, I don't, and I'll never fucking preach that. No, you don't. I don't believe that you have to ever stay in suffering. I don't believe that, and I also don't believe awakening is like a bridge that makes you immune to, I won't call it suffering, but not feeling so great, you know. But you are never required to not feel good, you know. It's your birthright to feel good, and everybody wants to just feel good. They want to feel good, they want to feel like a part of everything, you know. Everybody wants that. They want happiness. It could sound very basic or cliche, but it's the truth. That's what everybody wants. And everything anybody does is in pursuit of happiness, or to get as close to it as they can. And for some people, as close to it as they can be is numbness. As close to happiness as they can be, but they believe it's numbness. They believe they can't get to happiness, but they could get to feeling nothing. They can get to making their pain so mental and conceptual that they feel like they know how to not feel it. It's a cut-off life. It's a cut-off life. Everybody is capable of feeling good. Just make it say, that's naive. I'm not talking about somebody got into like physical pain and stuff like that. Physical pain happens. I'm talking about a state of being. People are capable of feeling good, and you're allowed to do that with still having your desires and your identity and feeling like a person. I'm sure the people that you look at that look most happy in life, which is what you want, it's what the fuck you want, aren't sitting here obsessing over conceptual non-duality and speaking this fucking like, I almost said it, okay? Like, shut up. It's whatever. Speaking this gibberish, you know? I'm pretty sure they feel like a person. If you were to ask them, you know, who are you? They wouldn't say, I'm no one. They would fucking, they would just say their name, say the things they like. Like, I do what I like. Very simple. Very, very simple. Not all this fucking Black Mirror shit. So, it's really silly, and I think non-duality in the sense where everything is oneness, which is all we can really experience. There's people that experience enlightenment, that's the oneness. I don't think it's nothing. And I think the claim that you experience nothing, no one, and you can't experience nothing, no one. You simply can't. And you can't stay there, because the second that you go to teach these things and make it a thought, you're experiencing a thought, you're witnessing a thought or a thing. You're forming it, you're putting it into form. There's no way. It's impossible. I don't care if you're Jesus, I don't care if you're Ramana. I don't care. All anybody knows about is fullness. All anybody can experience is fullness. Or separation, or lack. But nothingness. We don't really know anything about that. So, yeah, non-duality YouTube, cringy. Non-duality in the sense, non-duality YouTube with this empty glazed over look where you're just like, it's insanity. It's insanity, it's a scam, non-duality scam. And non-duality in the sense where everything's one and has to be made out of the same material or be the same thing at its core. That contrast is an illusion. Yeah, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. But yeah, I don't know. That's like what I think. I've been wanting to kind of talk a little bit. So you guys have a nice day. As long as you're not annoying, all right? And don't eat public sushi. It's so bad. It tastes so bad right now. Like, the aftertaste is horrendous. But yes, okay? You guys have a beautiful day. Enjoy your life. Like, all this stuff is so stupid. Enjoy your life. Who needs to go into, like, a fucking non-duality binge? And I recommend asking yourself why you do. If you're really interested in it and you think it's the answer, what do you think you will get from a non-dual awakening? From that moment? What do you think that you're going to get from glimpses or whatever? Because you're believing something about all this stuff. You're believing something about when you get to that point, and what you believe might not be the only way to get what you're actually wanting from these things. You feel me? You feel me? Okay. All right, bye.